Here's my fourth technique video for January. I'm still on chords. We're going to be talking about triads a little bit more and maybe also some seventh chords. So going back to my other videos, if you haven't seen them, please watch them, especially the first one in conjunction with this one. When you are playing a chord that has black keys in it, it can change or seem to change your technique a little bit. So if you have, say, a black key in the middle of a chord, it doesn't really change much. Your third finger is a little longer. It's actually not that hard to play this. But what about when you have, say, a C sharp major chord, which is made up of C sharp, F, and G sharp. Now, of course, it's actually E sharp in the middle, but this isn't a theory class. When I'm playing this, you notice anything about the position of my hand? See how it is actually further back towards the fall board, or if you're on just a digital piano, just further towards the back of the keys? This is really important to remember, that you are able to play inside the black keys, even when you're playing white keys. And what I mean by that is your third finger, that it will be playing this F here, does not need to stop just right here just because there's a black key here. It can move back into here. So one exercise I recommend doing is with each of your fingers, especially the three in the middle, the pinky and the thumb will be a little bit less important for this. Try playing into the middle of keys. Just a simple exercise like this. Just take some of the in-between black notes, the white notes that are in between the black notes, and try playing them with each of your fingers. And actually do use your pinky, because that is going to be important. I said it's not, but it is. The thumb a little bit less. The thumb, for the most part, is going to stay either outside of the range of the black keys, or it's going to be playing a black key. So this is important for this C sharp or D flat major chord. Same thing for any chord that does this. So if I was playing F sharp, G flat, this one's easy. It's all black notes. But what if I'm playing minor? Same thing. So try very hard not to have yourself do this kind of number. I see a lot of this, and this is very uncomfortable in my brain. It's just like grinding right now. Try to keep the finger in there. Now, if you find that it is difficult to do this without pushing the keys down, could be two things happening. You could be pushing too hard against a black key. You also could have a keyboard that has too light of a touch. So depending on the quality of your keyboard, if you have a digital keyboard, this could make a difference. If you are on a keyboard with at least hammer action keys, or up to an acoustic piano, your finger in the middle of two black keys should not be pushing down those keys unless you are really pushing hard against the side of that black key. Now this can go to chords that have just one black note in them. So let's take, for the right hand, B flat major, for example. I'm going to play this up here. Now notice that my third finger and my fifth finger are still playing back behind into the black keys. Now one of the biggest mistakes I see is this. Just trying to keep those fingers behind the black keys. Please don't do this. This gets your wrist into a very uncomfortable position. And look how tight my hand looks doing this. As soon as I do this, I can relax. With the left hand, same kind of idea. If I'm playing that B flat chord, notice that my middle finger, third finger, is in between those keys. We don't want to be doing too much of this. Now this is a little bit less uncomfortable, but it's still not good. Let me take a chord like B minor. This will be a better example, where finger 5 here is playing into the keys. Again, try not to do this. If you notice yourself doing this, just stop, Slide the fingers back and notice that it starts to alleviate tension on your wrist. We can also put this into seventh chords. With seventh chords, you're playing 4 notes. So let's say I'm playing even just a C major 7 chord. Now, notice that my third finger is already playing into the black keys, and I'm not even playing any black keys. It's important to focus on wrist health when you're playing the piano. If your wrist is feeling uncomfortable in a position that you're playing, you may need to kind of work with your wrist position. And I'm going to have more videos in the future on this. I have some old videos that you can watch, but I will have some new stuff coming up soon. Let's say I have an odd one like this, the C sharp diminished 7th. Same thing as the triad. I'm keeping my hand back into the black keys. Let's say I do a half diminished 7th, which is this. Don't worry about the names of these chords. This is not a theory exam. Try not to do this kind of thing. Not good. Let's put it right there. If you have any questions, please leave them down in the comments, and I'll be happy to answer anything you have. And next month, I'm not even sure what I'm going to be talking about for my Technique Tuesday, so stay tuned to find out.